Hello, welcome back to Developers Commentary. Been a while. We are on map32, Keen to Hunt. Now, I knew for my map32 I wanted to do something with Commander Keens and take advantage of when you kill them, they open a door. So I thought I'd make a little scavenger hunt. It's an exercise in abstraction because you'll see that there is no sense of place in this map, and I wanted a map that was completely non-linear, as in you go anywhere and you'll be alright. So I put here 4, 3, 2, 1, and the map's called Keen to Hunt, so anyone with basic do knowledge will kind of know what's going on. And I put all these med kits here, a bit like map 21 or map 21 Nirvana Doom 2, where you have to keep going to the middle to get resupplied. I should have really stuck to this throughout the map and kept the player keep coming back here, but I ended up not doing that. So yeah, it's full of Nazis. I wanted to use the Wolfenstein textures because really, why not? Immediately I've betrayed my own effort of being non-linear, because the shotgun's here, except there should be a shotgun here and also a shotgun here as well, so when the player's standing in the middle they can see, oh, if I go that way I'll have a weapon, if I go this way I'll have a weapon, if I go that way I'm going to have a weapon. Instead, by only placing one shotgun, I've drawn the player here, and I should have put shotguns in every corridor, and that would have made the experience far more non-linear. Let's continue. Now the music is, I believe it's a Windows 95 or like MIDI test. If you know Canyon.mid, it's the same thing as that. And why I picked it? Just because it's silly and weird. I wanted it to just feel completely different to the rest of the maps and just a little bit crazy. I think I made this map in probably under 10 hours. Definitely, I drew it on paper first, but it definitely took me less than a day to create the whole thing, because you can see that I've definitely gone for macro architecture than bothering to do lots of small details like I'll do in other maps. Which is why there's just loads of lights there, these giant tech panels, just a big pit. Need to find some ammo. Because frankly I was being a bit lazy basically. And this was the last map I ever made for the Megawads. Probably the right thing to do. I was tempted to, I'm just going to drop a save, make the secret maps kind of add to the narrative. Anyone who's played Hadophobia, released in 2013, I think I've talked about it before, they do something really interesting where the secret maps are not actually secret, but they're optional, and they're almost like a mini side quest, where I think you go off to try and save the lives of 2 Marines, but they die, and then you're kind of stuck in hell and you've got to fight your way back. Then what's interesting is that at the end of their map 32, they go back to the end of map 15, but it's at night now, which I thought was just a really interesting detail. And in my current project, which I'm secretly working on, I must say, I'm not really going to reveal what it is until it's fully done. I'm toying with the same idea, as I'm not quite sure what its secret maps will be, but yes, I am working on another Megawads. It's not WMD, which I've kind of scrapped. I didn't like the way it was going, but maybe that'll be released this year, maybe not, don't know. It's come along very well though. I think a lot of people are going to like it. So we've killed 2 Commander Keens. Ideally the player should be able to piece together the numbers on the floor at the start and work out, yeah, they should be killing Commander Keens. It's map 32, so they know they need to kill Commander Keens to exit. And it's a very relaxing interconnected map with kind of 4 corners each with a Commander Keen in. There's a secret here. Oh, there we go. Very good. Can we get back? No, that's fine. It's not particularly challenging. It's just abstract, relaxing, a little bit silly. And that was my intention. This stupid Hitler wall scrolling thing was just, why not? It's weird, and I'm dead. Let's talk about Hitler for a second. Kill that Revenant and then talk about Hitler. There we go. So yeah, big stupid Hitler wall scrolling. It is memorable, you know, it gives identity to this quarter of the level, and I just kind of went mad with the texturing. I just wanted to look bizarre, you know. I guess I'm Doom 2 kind of. Is there a secret there? There might be. Let's see. Wow. It's been so long since I've actually played these maps. This map in particular, definitely my least played of all of them. I actually forgot that was a secret. But of course, luckily, I telegraphed it by making sure it was an odd one out. And I think I have said previously that make sure you've got secrets that are easy to find as well as difficult secrets, because the players never like to leave with 0% secrets if they've been actively searching for them. Give some easy rewards for players to make it more fun, and that's what I've been doing in my recent projects, is focusing more on making things entertaining than pure difficulty. CPD, definitely there are encounters that are designed to be difficult, not fun. Maps are designed to be hard, not always entertaining. Of course, the entertaining bit is the challenge for some people, and difficulty skills help that a little bit. But if you, I think the most recent example, of course, you know, have you played Heartland? Everyone's played Heartland. In all of Skill Source fights, there is an overabundance of, you know, ammo, health, power-ups, and I've started trying to implement that more into my maps to make sure the player can make more mistakes, because that's more fun. A lot of maps in CPD are quite tight, and of course they never got that adjustment to make them more forgiving because of a lack of playtesting from other people. Because maps will always feel just right for you because you know where all the enemies are. You can play them out very well. Right, go in here. Bars slowly lower, and you can kind of tell exactly what's going to happen. Not that this is a difficult map though. I think it's just Revenants. Ooh. I'm dead. I'm kind of actually lost track of how many Commander Keens I've killed. 3? I think, yes, there's one more. One more. In the toxic pit area. This was quite a nice way to loop the player back. Just give him a little outside jaunt. You can see how hastily it's been made. It's just absolute slapdash. But I think if it was quite classic, actually, something you get from one of those early 2000s or 1999 megawads, kind of the feel of some of my maps. I quite like the level of detailing in things like I've been playing Revolution recently by Thomas van der Velden, and I really like the detailing of that. It's just really neat, plain, not too much going on. Okay, so we've got, let's go through here. Deal with these guys. That's a nice little trap. Circular rooms of Revenants are nice. because of the way they home in on you, you have to keep running round and around and around. You can't stop. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's the map done. Oh, lovely. We come back here feeling nice and relaxed. We've had a nice break. We didn't even use that lift. But take a look at it. It's just split into 4 quarters, the map really. Each one is its own little adventure, but there's always a way back to get to the middle, which makes it's got a really nice flow to it, this map, is that everything just loops back together. Not many people, I don't think anyone's had a go at UV maxing any of these maps. It's kind of not really popular in the crowd, but this would be a really interesting map to kind of route and perfect, because there's just so many different ways to go. I guess you would just go for the rocket launcher first, wouldn't you? And then probably start in the top right and finish in the bottom right, because that would be the closest to the exit. Anyway, let's get back on it. So that's Keen to Hunt done. We're now entering Pain Base.